What's going on, everybody? Hope you are having a great one as always, and thank you so much for joining. If you can't tell from the look of this beautiful picture here, we are taking a look at 2B from NieR Automata, which is one of my favorite games that's come out in the past decade, I'll say. I absolutely loved it. It's a lot of fun to play. If you like RPGs and weird action games, it's a unique one, and I would highly recommend taking a look. They make a ton of different costume sets for her, but then I saw that Super Duck was doing one. I haven't gotten anything from Super Duck before, and everything that I've seen looked pretty good, so I decided to pull the trigger on this one. Now, I did already get her dressed up, as you can quickly see there. I got the recommended body for it, which was the S42A from Thyssen, and if you don't know, all of the Thyssen stuff, for the most part, is quite anatomically correct, so I figured I would go ahead and get her all dolled up before we really start anything. That and it was kind of a chore to put everything on, so it would have been a long video if you sat there. There are two different versions of this available from Super Duck. You get the A version, which is this, or you can get the B version, which is this one. This one's not terrible. I don't really like white. I'm not a huge fan of the costume overall, so for me this was kind of the winner, and that pretty much was what sealed the deal. So here you have her in all of her glory. Actually, before we get to that, one thing that I do want to mention, just because I thought this was amazing. So unlike all of the other ones that I've gotten, Super Duck sends everything in these cool hard plastic cases. So if you're a weirdo like me that's got a ton of head sculpts and extra accessories lying around, this is an awesome bonus because I can load a ton of stuff in here for storage. So weird thing to be thankful for, but Super Duck, good job with this. I was pretty darn impressed. Okay, on to the more important thing. Now, the actual figure I do pretty much love. For the most part, it was exactly what I was hoping for. A little disappointed in some things, which we'll get to. I don't have her goofy mask on. I don't think I'm going to put it on her at any point. It is just a hard plastic thing that kind of slaps right over her ears. I guess I shouldn't say hard plastic, because it is definitely pliable, but it's plastic. It'll hold up over time, which is good. But I prefer to see her face, so I left that off. I do got the headband on, though. That is removable if you don't want it on. Now, one of the complaints that I had about the figure in all actuality is that it's rooted hair. When I saw the product images and the actual photos of it, I genuinely thought it was sculpted. Which maybe I'm just stupid for, but from looking through, I didn't see anything saying that it was sculpted or rooted. I just kind of assumed it was hard plastic and was a little bit let down. That being said, they did do an amazing job with it. It does look really, really dang good. I had a few stragglers I had to clean up, which I still might need to do some work on eventually anyways, but for the most part, really hard to complain. And just to give you a little bit close up on her actual face, they really did do quite a good job. I was very, very impressed with that overall. So she certainly looks cool. I was happy with that. Just a little bit upset about the hair. Not the end of the world. Now, the actual outfit was a big pain to get on, mainly because it is super form-fitting, and the body does have the large boobs, so you might want to get the medium bust size to make it a little easier. You do have a zipper that runs down the side, but it doesn't unzip all of the way, so it just gives you a little extra wiggle room. So it really is kind of a matter of just gradually shimmying everything into position and slowly adjusting it. The materials, I'm thinking it's probably nylon, to be honest. Maybe spandex, it's tough to say, but it's definitely well made, well put together. I didn't have any real worry of the zipper ripping or anything when I was putting it on. There wasn't any moment that the seams seemed like they might pop, anything like that, so they did a really good job in that regard. The skirt itself does have a wire in it, so you can kind of fold it around at your leisure. I try to keep it closed just so she's not as revealed as she needs to be. Now, you do also have some fishnet thigh highs that slide on, and then the giant leather boots that go on over that. One of the other issues that I had with the figure, really the only other one, is that the body that I recommended had attached feet, and I honestly think getting the hard feet, the detachable ones, would have been a better option. The soft feet give no stability whatsoever, so she can't stand up by herself. Not the end of the world. I mean, you can get a stand or a base if you want. or have her sitting, something of the like. But if you actually want her standing up on these, I don't think it's doable. There's just not enough actual stability there to kind of keep it balanced. She does come with a really, really amazing sword, which we'll try and get some close-ups here. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, it's really difficult to get into her hand. So once I did, there's like almost no wiggle. And I really don't plan on taking it out anytime soon. So I'm just going to use this hand pretty much permanently as her sword hand. If I ever don't want her holding it, I'm just going to pop that hand off and replace it with one of the other ones. Make it nice and easy that way. It is plastic, but they did a really good job with it. It looks absolutely amazing. It does come with this little tassel here, which unfortunately popped off when I was getting it attached, but it is just a metal ring, so it'll be real easy to pop back on. Not sure if you can see it there, but there you go. So that was kind of a bummer, but again, real easy to fix. Now she does also come with a couple extra hands. Hopefully I didn't bury everything. Nope, we're good. But in all honesty, they're just kind of very much straightforward. You get a closed hand for the left, and then you get another open hand for the right. And they did a good job painting them. You know, nothing too special there. They didn't really need to do anything too fancy. But overall pretty darn good. For the most part, I really did like the set. Like I said, the only real issues that I had was the hair not being sculpted, which is kind of my problem. And then just, I'm clumsy, so getting everything on was kind of tricky, but now that it's there, I'm quite happy with it. If you are a fan of NieR Automata, this for me is probably the best looking one that I've seen, so it might be worth picking up. They still have them in stock at 1/6 Outfitters, which is where I got this one from. They shipped it over to me super quick, as they always do, so definitely one to go with if you need it. I think Giant Toy also has them as well, so you may want to check. Might also have them at like 1/6 kit. Might be another good spot to look for. Like I said, always try and shop around, get the best price you can. But that'll do it for this one. I do have some other fun ones coming up, hopefully in the near future. I just need to not be lazy and open those things up. So we'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Take care.